So we're here now in the Board Bia Pavilion. We're with Aidan Cotter. He is the CEO of Board Bia. How are you doing, Aidan?
Great. This is a wonderful event. Huge turnout today, and a real buzz around the show.
And what sorts of messages are you getting out to consumers and farmers here today?
Well, what we are doing here today is, in effect, what is summarised here on the wall. We're talking to visitors about market requirements, because that is what we do. We represent the industry. We are the eyes, ears and voice of the Irish food and drink industry in the international marketplace. So we're here to feed back market requirements to producers, to farmers. We're here also to explain to them the quality assurance scheme that we have in place, and of which so many of them are members. In fact, 35,000 beef farmers are members of our beef quality assurance scheme, and soon that will roll out to 18,000 dairy farmers as well. It's also in place for lamb farmers and for pig farmers as well. And finally, we're also talking about the importance of sustainability, and we're talking about how we promote Irish food and drink out in the international marketplace. So as we walk through here, we can perhaps make some comments on what visitors can see. And the stand is set in an arrangement so that people can walk through like a funnel, walk through all of the exhibit and come out the other side through a different door. So we start here on the left-hand side, for example. We can see how Irish beef is marketed, how it's presented, how it's branded in countries around the European Union, where now 95% of our beef is marketed, from Belgium, the Czech Republic, to the Netherlands, to Italy, Germany and the United Kingdom.
And so that quality assurance sticker, it can be seen all over the world. That's really important for Irish farmers.
That is our passport into the highest priced outlets that Irish food and drink can reach. It's a critical requirement, and farmers here in Ireland have huge standards, and I think that is the certificate, the endorsement that demonstrates the standards that they do have.
And what kind of sets them apart from, what is the criteria, the high standard that they have to do? Like what sort of farming, what sort of animals do they have to have?
I think it's almost what comes naturally. Irish farming is produced off grassland. Our cattle and beef farming, our dairy farming, that actually differentiates us in the international marketplace, where much of our livestock production actually takes place indoors, not on grass, albeit consumers may not always be aware of that. But that is a huge and important distinction that Irish farmers have. And with that grassland-based farming comes the kind of animal welfare standards, the animal husbandry standards that we associated with that type of production system. It's exactly what consumers want today. As we continue through the exhibit, you can see on the walls examples of the kind of carcasses, beef carcasses, lamb carcasses, which end up as producing the kind of cuts that end up on supermarket shelves and on the top restaurants around Europe and around the world. And this enables farmers to get a sense of the type of animals they must produce, the kind of husbandry and welfare activities that they need to engage in on their farms.
And then getting the produce, Irish produce, into supermarkets, have you been finding a higher demand in recent years internationally, or how's the demand for Irish produce at the moment?
Well, the world is struggling to keep pace with the growth in demand for food internationally. We have a very strongly expanding world population. We have new supply challenges from other countries around the world. We have extremely freak weather conditions, which is disrupting markets. So what we do here in this country is exactly what markets need today, and the demand is growing and growing for the kind of produce that we have available.
And you have a huge presence here at the National Ploughing Championships. You have this pavilion. Across the way you have a sustainable livestock demonstration. What's happening with that?
Yes, across the way we have a joint feature with the Farmers Journal, with the FBD, which is explaining to farmers about the importance of sustainable livestock production today. This is something that is about better efficiency on farm, but it is also about the kind of standards that the markets want. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win in terms of the efficiency and in terms of markets and what consumers are prepared to pay for. We also have, of course, the Country Kitchen Board Bia branded quality assurance scheme, where visitors can visit, and from breakfast right through to the evening they can consume all of the produce that Irish farmers produce to such high standards of excellence. All of it through a quality assurance scheme such as the beef, the lamb, the pork that is available there. And indeed all of the products that are there are from this country. They are all Irish products that we produce ourselves.
And it's a big week as well for Board Bia, as well as being here at the National Ploughing Championships. You've got your sustainability conference happening on Thursday. What's happening with that?
As we speak, there are 150 new buyers who are new to the market, have not been buying from Ireland before, traversing the country in 14 different itineraries right across all of the sectors. Many of those are from countries outside of Europe, and particularly from Asia, where the real demand is growing at a very rapid rate at the present time. By Thursday, all of those will be in Dublin, converging with another 600 people. We expect to have 750 people in the convention centre on Thursday for a global sustainability conference, where we will learn about what is best practice in sustainability, what some of the world's leading food and drink companies are doing on sustainability, and also we having the opportunity to share our vision of what we are doing to our Origin Green sustainability programme, which farmers and food processors have engaged in such a strong way.
And you also have, you're saying there about the Asian market on Wednesday here at the Championships. You've got special visitors from China as well.
That's right. They are pork buyers, but there are also Chinese buyers for seafood and for dairy products also travelling the country. I think that would be a great example for farmers to see their customers here in the marketplace right in front of them, converging where virtually all of the farming community in Ireland is converging this week. It's a wonderful event, and I think it's a wonderful occasion for us to demonstrate to some of our visitors.
So they can see the pride that Ireland and Board Bia have in agriculture here in Ireland.
This is a great opportunity. This is a great country. This is a central part now, I think, of the Irish economy, the agri-food sector, our food and drink. It is valued in the international marketplace. We have a roadmap to drive expansion and growth through this decade, and I think it is one of the most exciting times for the industry.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for that, Aidan. Thank you for telling us all about it and showing us around your stand here. Thank you so much.